Hello, 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 beautiful people. Welcome to Good Morning with me, Misty B. Now, guys, by now you should definitely know a few things about me, a few fun facts. Number one, you know that I absolutely love to eat. Do not judge me. Two, you know that I love a really good adult beverage. And National Prosecco Day is coming up. So I always want to elevate my palate, and I want you to elevate yours too. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys and tell you, I've been buying the same $13.99 bottle of Prosecco for about 3 to 4 years now. Today, I think I'm going to be getting a lesson in Prosecco and in Italian. So you guys stay tuned. We are going to be right back with our guest. Looking forward to it. I am ready to have me some Prosecco. See you in just a second.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, everyone. So I thought I knew every single thing about Prosecco, but clearly I do not. Today's guest, he just keeps coming back. I think he wants me to keep drinking. Carl, come on over here.
How you doing?
Good morning, Carl. How are you?
Doing great, thanks.
Alrighty, so you have some Prosecco here.
Yes.
I love Prosecco, so I think. So go ahead and school me. Let's go ahead and have this Prosecco 101.
Yeah, National Prosecco Day is coming up. And so this is thought to do kind of a 101 on a Prosecco. Number one, it's made from a grape called Glera.
Glera.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually a big bunch of bulbous grapes, so it's actually quite plentiful. It grows crazily all throughout the northeastern part of Italy. So if you're ever in the northeastern part of Italy where Venice is and Trieste and things like that, on the Austrian border, that's where this grows best. Okay?
I've been to Venice and I loved it. Okay, let's go.
So we're going to taste 3 Proseccos here and get a little bit different styles. This one is actually from a producer called Cabert.
Okay.
Cabert, which is a French name actually, but
all right. And what's the big difference between champagne and Prosecco?
So the biggest difference is the grape type and from where it's from. If it's not from this part of Italy, or if it's not from the Veneto region of Italy, it's not Prosecco.
All right, you ready to taste?
Yes, taste.
All right,
yeah.
cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Now I will tell you, this isn't my preferred glassware.
Okay.
All right, so I prefer a white wine glass because you get more aromatics, but it looks really pretty. And,
This is so cute.
For camera, you see all the
Who
bubbles.
needs aromatics when you have cute, Carl? Whatever.
When you're tasting.
Okay, I like this.
Okay.
It's a little sweet.
Okay.
Not so over like sweets, right?
Right, like tart.
Like tart.
Tart, yeah.
Right. It's not dry. It's not.
It's not extremely dry.
Okay.
Exactly.
I enjoy this.
Slightly tart, some good acidity, refreshing. I really enjoy the nice presentation of bubbles that it has, the nice presentation of fruit that it has, Cabert, and it's quite affordable. Prosecco used to be called the poor man's champagne.
The poor man. I've been drinking. I am okay, honey. Drinking poor man's champagne. Okay, I'm okay with
Some
that.
circles called it that. So this one from Cabert. We're going to move on to 2 others. This is from a person named Earl Stevens.
Okay.
And it's called Earl Stevens Prosecco.
E40.
E40.
Okay.
You know
all
E40
right.
from the Bay Area, the Raptor. Okay. This is the Prosecco, also from Italy, and most people don't realize that. You know, they see all these Proseccos on the market from different brands, but they're all from the same little area in Italy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So this is Earl Stevens or E40.
So looking at this one now, this one is clearer.
Yes.
I'm noticing that. Okay.
There's a lot more clarity here, and for whatever reason. So you can make these in different methods, but mostly these are bubbled by what's called Charmat.
Okay,
method.
Charmat.
Yeah, that's basically taking the juice and forcing CO2 into it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see.
A little more depth of flavor.
It is.
It's a wider, expansive flavor
It
as well.
is. Let me get hold on. Let me get a
Okay.
second taste. Let me see something.
Right.
What am I tasting? Help me out.
Okay, I'll kind of get citrus tones on the top of it, a little lime, lime zest on top of maybe some Granny Smith apples and maybe some white peaches.
Okay.
Okay.
I enjoyed this. And the clarity, is there a reason? This almost looks like water.
No, I mean, it's just, once you get the Glera grapes, if you get them overripe, you can have a little more color. That's all.
I like this.
Depending on when you pick them.
Let's talk about this for a second.
Okay.
So, Prosecco. What are some good pairings?
Oh, great pairings are seafood, chicken, salads, even some fruits, like some fruits that are not overly sweet, you can enjoy with Prosecco. And Prosecco has been made for years. I think the first writing was from Pliny the Elder back in Roman times in like 40 AD.
Oh, really? You see my whole face? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This is a really old wine. Now, it didn't get bubbles until like the 19th century, but before then, it was made like a still wine.
Why was it called the poor man's champagne? Tell me that.
Because it was bubbly and it looks nice and it's pretty in a glass and it's bubbly and no one would know that's not champagne.
So poor people are pretty and bubbly?
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Okay, and let's talk about salmon. I know you said seafood. I am a lover of salmon.
Okay.
Like I probably eat it too much.
Okay.
I probably really do. So salmon.
Salmon, there's different types of salmon and different oil contents of salmon, but salmon goes well with this because oil and the acid in here will go well together. Think about oil and acid like oil and balsamico on a salad. So oil and acid go very well together on the palate, and it'd be very good with salmon. Either you're going to put it in a broiler and just broil it, or if you want to put it even on the grill somewhat.
And what's some sides? What are some sides you recommend?
Brussels sprouts, greens, things like some green with some bitterness to it.
Some asparagus maybe?
Asparagus would be fine with it. Has some good bitterness to it. It'd be a nice contrast here, or artichokes.
Oh, artichokes. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we're gonna try something new.
So this looks like don't tell me. I know it's okay. I was gonna say it looks like a rosé, and I see it now.
It is a rosé. It is Prosecco, but Prosecco rosé wasn't even allowed until January of this year.
Wow.
Yes.
Of 2020.
2021.
What year are we in? 2021.
Well, you keep watching the Olympics.
I know.
Okay. No, 2021 is when January is when rosé was allowed to be on the market, and this was been going back and forth with the consortium there that grows the Glera in Veneto. So they were going back and forth. Should we allow it? Should we allow it? And they finally said yes.
I want to ask you what should I expect, but maybe I should just taste it.
Just taste it.
Just taste it.
Yeah.
You're always so fair.
While you're tasting, and I'll do cheers here. While you're tasting, I'll tell you that it's made with about 10 to 15% of a grape called Pinot Nero, which is the same grape as Pinot Noir.
Okay.
So you take Glera and Pinot Noir, and you get this.
Okay, let's see. Definitely tasting the rosé.
There you go.
Okay, I definitely taste the rosé. I gotta try again. Hold on.
I think you just like trying it.
Don't tell my secrets on air. Okay, let's see.
No, it is very delicious. This is crisp, clean, refreshing, really enjoyable.
Very crisp.
Yeah.
I like that.
Good.
Okay, so because this is a rosé, a Prosecco rosé, is that right?
Right.
What would I pair this with?
The same things. Now, just
Same things.
the same exact things. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can even go as far as, and I don't want to go too deep, as far as flavors of depth of like pork chops or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Pork chops.
Pork chops or chicken on the grill, things like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
now tell me this. So you said this was just allowed
Yes.
2021.
January 2021.
In this country or worldwide?
Worldwide, internationally.
What was that about?
The consortium there in Veneto had to make a decision whether they're going to call this Prosecco or not.
Really?
Yeah, because they used to be made by other producers. They were producing it, but they weren't calling it Prosecco. They just called it Spumante.
Spumante, right.
Sparkling wine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, okay, so but a Spumante is for sparkling wine, right?
Spumante is just an Italian word for fully sparkling. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you a secret.
Yeah.
Now, if I wanted to have my own wine.
Okay. You got that one right there.
I know, right?
Go ahead.
Where would I start? Like, seriously, I love wine. Where would I start, Carl?
You mean your own label?
My own label.
Oh, that's another
What's
segment.
the difference, though? Like, what is the difference? Because people think that these people create their wine.
Yeah, so there are farmers growing grapes out there that just sell their grapes to the open market, and you can buy those grapes and make your own wine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or you can buy some juice and make your own wine.
You make that sound real simple.
Oh yeah, it's real simple. Easy, yeah, easy peasy.
You gonna help me if I go make my own wine?
Exactly. It's gonna be called the Misti Bee.
You gonna jump on the grapes with me? Okay, back to the. I'm just curious. Back to the prosecco. So, as I'm tasting, can I compare that one more time? The first one.
Absolutely.
Actually, it was the second one.
The second one.
The second
the
one.
two Earl
Actually.
Stephen wines. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to do a little quick taste test.
There you go. what you'll find is, as you taste these, this has a little bit more cranberry, pomegranate notes and cherry notes versus this one that has all the citrus and apple flavors and white peaches and stuff like that.
Absolute white peaches.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, that's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Something about the crisp. This one is crisp as well, but there's something about this.
You love it.
I love it. I love it. Carl, I'm going to sip this.
Okay.
Cheers. We're going to go to a quick break.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to be right back or right after this. See you in just a second.
Confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Come on back, everyone. We are still drinking. It is almost National Prosecco Day, and Carl is elevating our palates. All right, Carl.
All right.
I know I have never seen these bottles on a Prosecco aisle.
Exactly. So these are Proseccos that are a little bit harder to find.
Okay.
They're not widely distributed. Think of it like, they're coffee shops every corner of a particular brand. But it's not the best coffee in the world, perhaps, but it is available.
Okay.
So you have Prosecco like that too. That they make gallons and gallons of the stuff, and it's available everywhere. But these are not. These are more hand selected and hand picked and things like that.
So you're telling me these are going to be the best of the best?
I'm saying that, yes.
Okay, let's go. I want to try.
So within the northeast corner of Italy, in the Veneto region, Veneto is actually subdivided even more so, okay?
Okay.
So there's different regions within Veneto, and there's something called DOC and DOCG that you will see on the labels.
Okay.
So DOC is basically saying it's a controlled area of growth, so it only comes from that area, and Glera is only come from that area, which I said Prosecco can only be Prosecco if it's come from that area.
All right.
Within that area, there's an area called DOCG. And that those letters basically mean it's garantita, or guaranteed to be from
okay, I like that.
from that area of Cogliano de Valdobbiadene. So Valdobbiadene.
I am not going to repeat after you, but go ahead.
So this is this is made from Canella.
Canella, I can say that.
Canella. This is all from the same producer. Canella is making all these Prosecco. So we're going to start with a DOC.
The clarity is really good here too.
We're going to start with the DOC Prosecco, which means it can come from anywhere in that region. The grapes come from, and the region grows grapes everywhere. I mean, when you're there, you see just fields and fields of vines.
Okay.
Everywhere.
This is my first time tasting an elevated Prosecco.
Okay.
Now I don't want to be like those people, they get some real fish, and so you see. Anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cheers.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Mmm.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah. So
I like.
I try to explain this to where you get hand-picked selection of, you like a lot. So when you get hand-picked selected of fruit, you could be a little bit more particular about what you're putting into your product.
Okay.
And so the others are not hand selected. Perhaps they're not all harvested by hand. There's some is machine harvested, and sometimes you have grapes that are a little too ripe, sometimes a little less ripe.
This is harvested by hand?
Yes.
Wow.
It's harvested by hand. So this is the Prosecco that's harvested by hand, and this is a very hilly area. So when you're there, you see just fields and fields of vines, but they're on all the hillsides and everything around Valdobbiadene.
Me gusta.
Okay.
You know what that means?
I don't.
It means you're always speaking different languages to me. That means I like.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to move from a DOC and get to even a smaller region within Veneto.
Okay.
The DOCG. Okay, so these both are DOCG Prosecco.
Okay.
This is also from Canella.
Okay.
This is.
You see my smile has gotten bigger?
I do.
Like, I am excited.
Yep. So the difference between these two is one is a little bit drier than the other.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you not going to enjoy with me? Or?
Yeah, I'll have some.
Okay.
I've had it
That's
before.
how you put the bottle down. I'm like, that's not what we usually do.
I wanted to get your opinion first. And
Okay, well, you drink after me then.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right.
Go
So
ahead.
cheers.
Cheers.
To my second
Yes.
elevated Prosecco. Okay, let's see. Drier, but it tastes expensive. It tastes expensive.
This is a lot more concentration of fruit.
Okay.
Okay, so you just get much more richness of fruit flavor here. And I kind of tell people, you know, the expression of fruit flavor and richness and depth of flavor and more flavor can be akin to things like making chicken broth, and you make it with a little bit too less chicken. It's not chickeny enough, and you have to add more chicken to make it more chicken broth to make it more rich. That's kind of the same thing.
This is, you don't break this out for everybody.
No.
This is the bottle.
No, I
This is
don't.
that special occasion bottle.
Exactly. So Proseccos can be very affordable, you know, under $12, $15 and everything. In this range, you're getting up into the $17, $20 range, which is still very affordable.
I usually bought a $14, $13.99
yeah,
bottle.
that's
me.
Yep.
I like this. So are we still on the same with the pairings?
Yes. Here, you know, you're getting a lot more fruit flavor here. So as you have more fruit and flavor and intensity in your wine, you can build up more levels of aromatics and flavors on your food.
Okay, and tell me again, what city? What area?
Valdobbiadene, in the area of Veneto, in northeastern Italy, on the border with Austria.
So I'm like studying your lips trying to say it. One more time. Give me that pretty word again, that first one.
Valdobbiadene.
I'm not going to even try. I was going to attempt.
And the actual word is Cognolo di Valdobbiadene.
Stop intimidating me.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the Millesimato.
I can say that. Say it again.
Millesimato.
Millesimato.
Yes, Millesimato, as it says right here on the bottle. This is a brut.
Okay, so it's a brut. Okay.
This is a brut Prosecco.
All right, I've never had it. I thought all Proseccos were pretty much the same, so that's mine.
Yeah, when you see brut and extra dry and things like that, brut is the driest. Extra dry is not as dry as brut is,
Right.
and then you have dry. So you have dry, extra dry, and then brut.
Okay.
As far as sweetness going down, dry, extra dry, brut.
Are you going to try this with me?
I am.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see. Or should we be saying salud?
Saluto.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
Just thought about it. It's from Italy. Okay, so we have to talk about this one for
There
a
you
second.
go. These are two
This is
different
a
wines.
conversation piece.
These are two different wines altogether. So here is a lot more dry,
Okay.
and crisp and clean and elegant and rich
Very.
in flavor. This is not as dry, but still full fruit, crisp, clean, and elegant. It's just a little deeper concentration of flavor here.
It is.
And a little bit more sugar here than here. So,
Definitely more sugar there. Okay.
because so the brut is about 10 grams per liter, which is a very small amount. And this is about 17 grams per liter. But that 7 grams per liter in the difference in this makes the flavor different.
Okay, now tell me again, don't laugh,
Okay.
but I'm really learning here. It's
Yeah.
Prosecco 101 today.
Yes.
So what's the difference again between my $13.99 bottle that I like to buy versus this one?
Hand
Are
selection
these-
of grapes,
Okay.
the raw material that you're getting, the instead of buying bushels and bushels of stuff, you're saying, I only want this one and this one and
Okay.
this one and this one.
So elite.
It's a little more hand selected. Yes.
I like how you say it. You're so calm with it. It's a little more hand selected.
Yeah.
It's elite. Okay, I enjoy. And we're still going to pair these with the same things.
Yeah, so you can pair this with seafoods as well. I mean, and seafood from around the world even. I mean, the seafood that you get in the Gulf Coast is different from seafood you get on the Northeast Coast. It's different from seafood you get in Norway. So, you know, it just depends on where you are. But all those seafoods have fresh, clean flavors. And as you get more buttery in flavors and sweetness like crab, these actually take on a whole new essence.
See, I heard that you were a foodie also, so
Yeah.
I want to know, what would you cook for these?
Oh, I would actually start with some crab cakes, some Maryland style crab cakes.
Come on.
Not the breaded
Mouth
ones.
already watering.
Yeah, exactly. Some Maryland style crab cakes, which are more just kind of clumped together and kind of put in an iron cast skillet. I would start with that. Then I'd probably move on to a seafood bisque or something like that.
Don't try to stop. Keep going. You were
you want more?
So the seafood bisque. Tell me about your bisque.
Have a seafood bisque with not too much cream, because I want it to be not too creamy, not too heavy, and then move from there onto something like a fish course or a lobster course or something like that, with prawns or something like that.
Oh, so when is the tasting? When are we going to have this tasting of the food?
Oh, that'd be a great question. I gotta figure out where we can do that. You know, test kitchen and everything.
This is absolutely great. Carl, you are always such a great person to bring on the show. Thank you for elevating my palate.
Yes.
Guys, I hope that your palate is being elevated as well. Carl is always here telling us amazing things. Happy National Prosecco Day. See you guys right after this break.
confidence comes standard with a certified pre-owned Cadillac from Ron Carter Cadillac, your only Houston area Cadillac to your door dealer. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on Houston's largest certified pre-owned Cadillac inventory, with the assurance of a 172-point inspection, meticulous reconditioning by master Cadillac technicians, and a total 5-year limited warranty with unlimited miles.
Shop smarter when you shop Ron Carter. RonCarterCadillac.com.
My prenatal promise is to make sure my baby is safe and healthy, because I know it is possible to acquire syphilis, HIV, or other STDs without knowing it. Getting tested is my very first chance to protect my baby. Doctors are required to give expectant mothers 3 separate tests for syphilis. If you're pregnant, ask your doctor if you're being tested properly for syphilis and other STDs. Congenital syphilis can lead to a miscarriage, stillbirth, or an infant death. Don't risk your baby's health. To find out more, visit myprenatalpromise.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, Carl always comes in here and we are always elevating, right? So I cannot lie. Sometimes I can be a know-it-all. I think I've tried it all. I think I've done it all. And I absolutely have not. And I want to encourage all of my dreamers. What is it that you think you know all about? It's a good chance you don't know as much as you think you know. So make sure that you are elevating your palate, like myself, but that could be your skill sets. That could be a different class. That could be doing something different. You know, I've been planning to take another Spanish class because, you know, mi ex esposa familia de Panama. I do know Spanish, but I'm not as good as I used to be. And after talking to Carl, I'm thinking about taking an Italian class because I do want to go back to Italy. Nonetheless, guys, keep dreaming and keep elevating, okay? Because we're going to go higher and higher. As always, you can find me right here on American Star TV, and make sure you're chatting with us on social, on Facebook and on Instagram. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye-bye.